the production possibility frontier curve and how we can calculate opportunity cost from this curve. So if we remember, opportunity cost is what we give up whenever we make a choice. So we're going to calculate the opportunity cost along the points on the curve. Remember, the points along this curve represents that resources are being fully utilized, all right? And any point within the curve resources are being underutilized, then any point outside the curve shows that that point is impossible to reach or unattainable with the current resources you have. Okay, so let's start by first calculating the opportunity cost. So we'll say, what is the opportunity cost? So I'll abbreviate it as OC. What is the opportunity cost, right, from point A to point B? Okay, so we're going to say here A to B. So as we can see at point A, we produce pens only, all right? We're only producing pens, 40 pens. But when we move from point A to B, we're going to have to give up 5 pens, all right? Let me illustrate this. We're going to have to give up 5 pens. Okay, as you can see here, 40 minus 35 is 5, so we're going to have to give up 5 pens, okay, in order to produce 6 papers. Remember, the PPF curve shows the different combinations of goods that a firm or a country can produce, right? So from point A to B, the opportunity cost is 5 pens. We'll say 40 minus 35. Okay, and that gives us 5 pence. As we are focusing on what we give up, so say 5 pence, right? So now we're going to move from point B to point C, okay? So when we move from point B to point C, we're going to have to give up 10 pence, right? 10 pence, okay? 35 minus 25, that is 10. Okay, so we say from point B to C, we're giving up 10 pence. 35 minus 25. So put it here, 10 pence. All right, now from point C to point D, all right, we're going to have to give up 25 pence. 25 pence. All right, so we're going to say C to D. 25 minus 0, that's 25 pence. Now we can also work in reverse. We can move back from D to C and we can still calculate the opportunity cost. So let's do that. So say here it's 25. Okay. So at point D, we are only producing papers, all right? And point D, we're only producing papers, all right? So now let's say if we move from point D to C. Okay, from point D to C, right? We're going to have to give up 22 minus 38, that is 8 papers. So we're going to give up 8 papers. Okay, we're going to have to give up 8 papers. So let's put it here as 8p. Okay, 8 papers, right? Then we move from point C to D, right? we're going to have to give up. So we'll say 13 minus 6, that is 7. So we're going to have to give up 7 papers. Okay, 7 papers. That's C to B. Okay, that's 7 papers, right? And from point B to point A, right, we're going to have to give up 6 minus 0. We have to give up 6 papers. 6 papers. So from B to A, it's 6 papers. So I'll write it as 6P.